Someone said, Karina, I'm playing Apollo Justice for the first time and I love him so much. Yay! Enjoy mid.
Fair.
Apollo's the best, but those games, his trilogy, I'm sorry. I like Apollo though. He carries it.
On his little shoulders.
On his tiny little shoulders, he's very strong.
That's too much.
But that, it also, that reduces sort of his arm mobility, which he really needs to get
It's kind of hard to really
muggling.
Effectively capture what makes a Tumblr sexy man a real Tumblr sexy man. But for me, one of the things is that one, he is not on site attractive. Like his original design can't be attractive, but something about it gives the indication that the D go crazy, and the baggy pants are not it.
Well, yeah, his D does not go crazy.
Well, then he can't be a Tumblr sexy man.
Okay, well, there you go. He doesn't have to be.
He doesn't even have a D in his name.
He's just the muggler, and he doesn't need to be anything more than that,
And he has just a normal D.
His D goes a normal, respectable amount, but not crazy.
Godspeed and good luck. Your catchphrase is Chazz it up.
Chazz it up.
Chazz it up. Chazz it up. Wow, the second catchphrase we've gotten that has up in it.
Okay.
Oh.
Coincidence? Or conspiracy?
Okay.
Yeah. What's up, Doc? Chazz.
Chazz it up.
It up.
It uses it pronouns.
Bad news, baby girl. Chazz it up.
It's dead.
So this is, of course, your iconic Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Yeah, my
catchphrase.
iconic. Oh, you're gonna say Blorbo.
That too.
It's my Blorbo's catchphrase. Yes. Yeah, that's what it's from, Julia.
Okay. I did not put it together.
I will gladly info dump about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX to you to fill any silence.
I mean, go for it.
Well, yeah, that's
Any
his,
excuse. Let's go.
that's his English catchphrase, because he has one in Japanese that's damn near untranslatable into English because it's just a big stupid pun. So, because in Japanese it's Ichiju Sen Man Jome Thunder. That's his name in Japanese.
Because his name is Manjome, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like counting.
Yeah, so it's like 110, 100, 1000 Manjome Thunder.
Right.
But you can't really translate that, especially in 4Kids verse. So they just changed it to Chazz it up.
Chazz it up.
So there's a lot of scenes in the anime where like entire crowds are just like doing the chant because they're supposed to be doing like 1, 10, 100, but instead they just go Chazz it up, Chazz it up. It's great.
I mean, it's very chantable.
Yeah.
It is.
I've seen the clips and it's stuck with me. Yeah, he's got the like blonde hair, dirty blonde hair over his forehead.
Yeah, and then the one that looks like he smells bad is L.
Yeah.
Okay. looks like it smells bad.
Yami Yugi and Death Note.
I remember watching Death Note and then like they have like that first like major season or arc or whatever. And I'm like, this is the greatest shit I've ever seen. And they had the second arc and I was like, okay, it's not the greatest shit I've ever seen, but it's still pretty good. That was my ultimate takeaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think once they added like all those secondary L's, I was like, I don't get it.
That was when I was like, oh, you lost the plot a little bit.
Yeah, because it was like near,
Yeah.
far,
Wherever
and the
you
birthday
are.
boy.
Wherever you are.
Who's the birthday boy?
It was Near and Mellow, right?
Yeah,
Weren't they
wasn't
the
there
two?
like a third
Oh,
one?
there was a third one.
That was like birthday boy.
What the hell was his name?
I'm looking it up.
I'm not getting that totally wrong, right?
I had forgotten there was a third one.
Near Mellow.
Birthday boy.
In yellow.
Let's just draw Misa and then work from there.
Yeah, I like
All right.
that.
Take a Misa out approach.
This is a very cute start. I really like the hair shape.
I do like reading the wiki of the thing that I have no context for. Because it just says Mello is the older of L's two successors, raised at Whammy's house.
Is Whammy the old guy?
I don't remember Whammy.
Wait, who the fuck is Birthday Boy?
I don't know
I
who
made
Birthday
that
Boy
up.
is.
Why is he Birthday Boy?
I swear to you that there's something.
All right, I'm looking up Death Note Birthday Boy.
I mean, I'm looking at characters.
Am I stupid?
Matt. There's someone named Matt.
Maybe Matt was Birthday Boy.
Someone named Rod Ross.
Rod Ross.
Rod Ross.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
David Hoop.
Damn, there are a lot of good characters in Death
Dang,
Note.
I forgot about all of these characters.
David Hoop.
I guess I should probably say I should obligatory talk about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah,
Since
who's-
this
yeah.
is a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Whose
episode.
hair is this actually?
So this is Paradox from A Duel Between Times.
Oh.
the Times to Duel movie.
Which time is he
3D
from?
Bonds Beyond Time.
Bonds Beyond Time.
Bonds Beyond Time.
They put a
But-
bond beyond time, you.
He's technically from 5Ds too, but
5D's
yeah,
nuts.
but yeah, he's a fucking guy. I'm pretty sure I had someone draw him.
Was it me?
Probably.
Because his face kind of looks familiar.
Yeah.
Seems possible.
He's like a weird, fucked up Spider-Man.
I do like that when I was like, what's the name of that guy earlier while I was getting the pictures, I was like, Atlas. His name's Atlas. And that's not his name at all. I was just confusing him with Jack Atlas, who kind of looks similar but less fucked up.
Oh.
But yeah, he's a guy. I don't know what to tell you. He's from the future. Whatever.
Yeah,
he like travels back in time. He's from 5Ds, and I never reached the part that he's in. But in the crossover movie, he like travels back in time to like kill Pegasus, and also just takes out Yugi's grandpa while he's at it.
Damn, why?
Because he just happened to be nearby and
Catching strays.
yeah, he caught a stray building. What can I say? So then they have to like undo that to save grandpa.
Isn't Yugi's grandpa? He's just like a guy, right? He's not like. Why do they need to kill him? He's just a guy.
I think in that case, he was just like at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like Paradox was like killing Pegasus, and in doing that, he just also killed Yugi's grandpa and
Okay.
like other people.
Gotcha.
Is he trying to kill Yugi's grandpa so that Yugi's never born, so he creates a time paradox?
Well, Yugi was already born. Grandpa's old as shit when he dies.
What if he goes
messed
back in
up.
time? What happened?
What, he messed...
Oh, I thought you messed up.
Yeah. I'm like,
Nathan,
no,
are you okay? What
Are you
happened?
okay? Nathan?
What?
Nathan?
Do you need help?
Nathan.
I always need help. I'm the most needing of help. Who has time to check? You know?
Apparently not me.
You see the case, it's like, well, the stuff should be in there.
Who said Majima?
Oh my god. From
Yo,
the new one.
From the Pirate Majima game.
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
When I saw the trailer for that, I was like, they've fucking lost their minds. It's amazing.
My favorite thing about that is that there was, when I was in Japan, at one of the book offs, it had like its own, like, what do you call it, end cap on one of the aisles, where it was a joint Pirate Majima and farming simulator, like, display. And it had a little TV screen. I was like, oh, a Majima display. And I was just standing there for like 5 whole minutes waiting to see the trailer for the Majima game, but it just kept playing more and more farming sim game footage. And I was just standing there like a fool.
Someone in chat said they missed a trick by not calling it Like a Pirate, and I fully disagree. I think there's nothing better they could have called it than Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which is what they called it.
Is that the real name?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It's like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza
Why-
in Hawaii.
Why is he laughing at me?
Because you forgot to pack your
He's like,
switch.
it's my brother!
He's cracking the fuck up. He's like wheezing.
Yeah, this is like that one meme of just the guy like slamming the table like Yeah.
I do remember when I watched Digimon as a kid, I was like so confused because they would digivolve into like the really cool form and then they would just turn back into a baby when they were done. And I was like Pokemon brain. So I was like, what the hell? Why is he a baby again? I thought he was going to be this like giant gun dinosaur forever.
Honestly, it's like so convenient though.
It really is. It makes sense.
There's literally an episode of Tamers where Guillaumon like evolves for the first time and becomes like, you know, he goes from being like a 4-foot tall dinosaur to like a 15-foot tall dinosaur.
Yeah.
And they're in the real world. And the whole episode is just them being like, how do we get him to be 4 feet tall again? This is scary.
He's too big.
He was too big. And they were like, we literally don't know where to put him. We usually just like hide you in a box. This is really scary, guys. And in the end, he turns back because his tamer starts to cry.
Got too emotional.
Yeah, basically.
It's an allegory for puberty. No, it's not, because they turn back.
Yeah, that's it.
If it was puberty, they'd be stuck that way and have to go through it to reach another form.
Karina, someone in the chat asks, do you remember what your first Neopet was?
I do, I think.
What was it?
Do I? Yes. Well, I remember. Okay, yes, I do, because my very first Neopet, I don't remember how old I was, but I was like, you know, single digit age, but my account was Lil Kitty Cat 01. I made it with my cousin, and my first Neopet was Lil Blue Shoryu or whatever. Yeah, Shoryu, the like anime dragon one. So it was Lil Blue Shoryu.
That was its name.
I don't remember if it had a number on it. Yeah. That account's long been obliterated off the site, but yeah. Because believe it or not, I did not have an email address when I was 8 or 9, so
Unbelievable.
could not access it after a while. But yeah, so I don't remember after that. I remember I had a Kachik. That was my second pet, and they were all blue. But beyond that, I don't remember most of my old pets.
That's fair.
Isn't that where Chewbacca's from?
That
I don't
is
know
where
what that means,
Chewbacca's
Nathan.
from.
I thought he was from Teddy Bear Mountain.
No, that's where he goes to live. That's his new home at the end of the series. He goes.
I wouldn't know
He
that.
moves to Teddy Bear Mountain.
Isn't his new home like being fucking dead?
I feel bad because I played the Great Ace Attorney and was like floored at how good they were. And now I'm having a hard time playing the other games. Yeah, because Great Ace Attorney is like kind of the best one.
Is it great?
It's the great. It's the
Yeah,
great
it's in the
Ace Attorney.
title.
Yeah. They really nailed it. They got it in one.
It's
You're like-
because it's a completed story. It's a
Yeah.
2-part game and it has an ending. Ace Attorney mainline doesn't technically have an ending, so it can kind of just keep letting itself decay. Which is the problem, which is why Apollo kind of gets the short end of the stick, in my opinion.
They
But
should add packs,
yeah, evidence packs.
evidence packs.
I
Yeah,
haven't
you.
pulled the super rare evidence. I can't win.
I can't win the case.
But yeah, because I've been replaying Great Ace Attorney by virtue of streaming it with Onsta, and it's so fun. I love it so much. And then one of my other friends has been playing through the second Great Ace Attorney game, and he keeps like messaging me his theories, and I'm just like, smile of derangement. So good.
Jacob and Julia are going to feel the way I felt when I saw Ribbit Ranger, but twice.
Lust?
I think all the sins.
Gluttony.
Lust,
Wrath.
and envy for sure. They weren't part of it. Wrath, absolutely.
It's cuteness aggression.
Greed.
Greed.
They're going to immediately want to monetize.
Yes.
Put him on a shirt.
10 shirts. 20 shirts.
Definitely sloth. I don't know how, but it'll be in there. And the rest.
It'll make them lazy.
And all the rest.
Yeah.
Pride.
So when you always get
in
into the
there.
difference between greed and envy, we're like, you've lost me. I don't know.
A lot of them are sort of greed, just in different forms.
Did we name all of them?
Wrath, lust,
Gluttony,
envy, pride, greed, and of course, everyone's favorite sin.
Leviathan, Beelzemon,
Karina's just whispering.
It's a little creepy. It's kind of spooky.
I can't remember. Creepymon. Creepymon is right. Who am I forgetting?
Maybe there are only 6.
There aren't. There's 7 deadly Digimon.
It's like Berenstain Bears. It's like, we just thought it was 7, but if you go back and check,
Every source just says 6 deadly sins.
Sloth is the
Oh, right. Yeah, Belphemon.
of course Belphemon. Yeah,
That's very gremlin.
He's so...
Is an angry housewife that makes cursed pasta.
Honestly, that makes me want to start cursing the food I make.
But then what if you eat it? Maybe it builds your cursed energy. You become a jujutsu sorcerer.
Yeah. I guess like blessing something is kind of like cursing something. I'm trying to curse some chocolate right now. Using my Vash shrine, my shrine where I try to summon Vash Teru Teru plush.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell you guys it turned on by itself last night?
The shrine?
Yeah.
So it is haunted.
Yes.
Speaking of haunted things.
Yeah, because
But
it
by
wasn't
what?
on when I, because it has like the electronic picture frame that I use to manifest Vash in.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on when I went to bed because I remember I got out of bed to refill my humidifier. So I went out in my dark living room and it clearly wasn't on.
Yeah.
But then when I went out the next morning, it was on and showing me pictures of Teru Teru Vash.
Maybe it's a good sign. Like a
Yeah,
good
maybe
omen.
he's coming.
Yeah, maybe it means you're about to have good luck.
Yeah. So I should eat one of the chocolates I put on his offering plate.
And that will infuse you with the luck.
Yeah.
And then you'll get him.
It's the same energy. It's what we're all going for. You bless the food, you curse the food, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to start cursing food, I think. I've been really inspired by this story. Sorry, I'm just stuck on the walking mausoleum.
Yeah.
What about it?
I hate when I lie in the grass next to the mausoleum and it walks away.
Yeah. You're like, dang it. I was enjoying the chimes.
I got your reference, Karina.
Thanks.
She was doing a Fallout Boy.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Yippee! Fallout Boy!
It was more than I bargained for.
Why does Speed...
All right, I'm gonna do that. That's
why
funny.
does Ghost sound like a character at a speed racer? Like he's so fast you don't see him. He's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
Maybe they're racers.
He's the ghost of the racing field.
He's the ghost of the racing field. The field where they do the racing.
Definitely not a track.
Yeah.
No.
Or maybe it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh situation where he's possessed by a ghost.
Oh, so he tries to leave.
Yeah, but they are not amicable. And the ghost is just like, you need to go fucking kill that guy. And he's like, fine!
I'm going!
Yeesh!
This is you on Neopets.
Me doing my silly little dailies.
We come in the room, we're like, what are you doing? You're like, leave me alone!
Leave me alone!
You turn
If I
around.
skip one day of Trudy's surprise, then I don't get my gift. Don't look at me. He's too much of a capitalist. Everyone knows capitalists are overcompensating. He wasn't a capitalist to begin with. He was like a tall boy
With a guitar.
with a guitar. He got corrupted. Honestly, that just
corruption
makes it go crazier.
It was going normal before, but post-corruption?
Yeah.
I had a game in Pokemon TCG Pocket against someone named Yami Yugi today.
And you trounced them.
I trounced them.
You were
Destroyed.
Kaiba.
I was Kaiba in that instance.
Wow. Famous Yami Yugi trouncer.
Yeah.
He'll trounce that dude any chance he gets, which is not many.
And then I took his Charizard and I ripped it up.
I ate it in
And then
front
I
of him.
kidnapped his grandpa.
Put him in a TV.
Yeah. No, that's not what he did.
Pegasus puts him in the
Pegasus did
TV immediately after Yugi gets him back from being kidnapped by Kaiba. Pegasus traps him in a TV.
And Karina's got the picture
Yeah.
to prove it.
To prove it.
The framed image of Grandpa in the TV.
Signed by Pegasus.
Yeah, it immediately gives you toxic, which
Yeah.
is the enhanced version of poison that drains your health even faster.
Oh, just like in Pokemon.
Like fucking
Except it's Scarlet Rot in Elden Ring.
even worse, like, point of reference is that there's one Battle Dome challenger in Neopets who I didn't realize had a poison tip dagger.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just trying to, like, get some prizes off of him, and he kept making my pets sick.
But the Neopets can have daggers?
Yeah, they can have most things.
the
Destiel
hell?
Confession uses a void sword.
Do they
Void
fight?
Sword.
I try to
Yes.
avoid sword
Hey, Nathan.
in most of my
There he is.
I don't get it.
fights.
I think I just like saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was less anime back then.
Yeah.
For us Americans, so you kind of just saw things.
Yeah.
You saw something and you went, new?
Yeah.
Give me. I eat it up.
Like there were so many anime that I like watched and they are not iconic. And I sometimes I just kind of meander around in current day and I'm just like, why won't anyone talk about Petite Princess Yusi or Pre-Tier?
You're like,
Yeah.
well, you know,
Am I
why-
alone?
Why would they actually?
Yeah.
That's maybe the better question.
I am forced to stand Pre-Tier because it's the only anime birthday I like share with a main character.
Oh.
I got fucking no one.
All right, who do I got?
I probably have more now that there's a million more anime, but like for the longest time it was just what's her name? Himeno? Two things. One, it is also the season for the Christmas version of Caramel Dancing.
Yes, that's right.
Two, I'm calling you out, first time chatter. Karina, I'm sure this is old news, but have you seen the Kaiba cosplayer on TikTok? Yeah, we're friends. Also, when I met him for the first time, he said, I'm not really familiar with the stuff you do, but everyone comments your name on my TikToks. So shut the fuck up. That's so embarrassing.
Stop tagging
cool,
Karina and things.
They're not even tagging me.
They're just dropping your name. Keep Karina's
Stop
name out your mouth.
me.
That's so funny.
Because while I was in Japan, since we were there for a while, that I had all my social media like set, but I could only use it on Wi-Fi. So I was like, I was not using it very much. And Twitter was already getting so bad that I was like, oh my God, I might just stop using this site finally.
Yeah.
It's there's a piece to not actually looking at it. And at one point I looked at it and saw the worst fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! GX take I've seen in like well over like 2 decades.
Great.
And I was like, this site's fucking cooked. I'm out of here.
Yeah, good.
That was like the tipping point for me more
That's
than
awesome.
anything is that I just saw a really bad Yu-Gi-Oh! GX take and I'm like, open the fucking schools. Like, I need to leave. This site sucks. It didn't used to be this bad.
Yeah, that's great.
It's optimized for shit. So the
is.
shit's gonna rise to the top.
Yeah, because that's what gets the most
Yeah.
engagement, keeps people on the platform.
Yeah, man.
What was the take? I don't know how much gets flagged by Twitch or YouTube, but it was calling Judai / Jaden a card game bad man.
the bad man. And then someone replied, actually, I would say that Crowler / Chrono / his teacher is actually the card game The Bad Man. And I'm like, that's the stupidest take I've ever heard in my fucking life. Did you even watch the show? I'll kill you. And so I in that moment I was like, I'm gonna wean off of Twitter and just lock my account by the end of the year, and that's what I've done.
That's great.
Did I tell you guys about my figure pre-order story? I forgot.
I recall this.
You can tell it again.
You can start telling it again, and if I already heard it, I'll scream at you.
Stop me if you've heard this one.
So, Judai, Jaden from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and Manjome Chazz from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the guy who uses Ojamas. So Chazz has had a figure in production hell for 3 years, and I've been waiting my whole dang life for this figure. So it finally went up for pre-order the other week, and it's getting released with the Judai statue that's been out of print for a really long time, so it's really expensive on the secondhand market. So naturally, I'm very excited about this because I love them. That's also my ship. So I'm just like, damn, bisexuality real. Manjome is getting released with Judai.
And now they'll ship it to you.
Exactly. But the problem is that I'm in the process of moving, so I don't even know where I'll be, or at the time I didn't know where I'd be living in a year. So I asked my mom to pre-order them for me because she has an Ami account and a permanent address.
Damn, everything you need.
Yeah. And so I called her the morning after they got announced, and which I don't usually call her on Mondays. And so after one ring, she picks up and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Okay, first of all, nothing's wrong. This is about anime figures." And she's like, "Oh, okay, hi." So I got my pre-order
Nice.
via my mom.
I guess something was wrong, and it was that you couldn't order the anime figures.
I've been waiting for these figures, not just the Manjome one especially, not just the 3 years it was in production hell, but since I was 11. So I'm thrilled.
Shout
That's
outs
a little
to the
hat,
mom.
right? Yeah, shout outs to my mom, who is the best.
He's got a pretty big hat, actually. I feel like it says a lot about Chapel Roan's output of music that I've never put on a Chapel Roan song to listen to, and yet I know all of them pretty much in their entirety just through osmosis.
All of them?
All of them. Well, all the ones that
single
get
one.
play.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
I've just heard them so many times, and then they stick really well.
They should make a Digimon.
Feminamon.
Feminine Nomimon.
Feminamon. That's good.
That's good.
We're on to something here.
Yeah.
Hey, what if Drawfee had a battle pass?
What would that accomplish? Yeah, because y'all were yapping about it, I did pick up the Pokemon TCG Pocket whatever game this week.
That's right.
One of us.
And I am not immune to card game, but I was telling David, I was like, I mean, it's fun. It tickles my brain correctly. But as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, it does make me kind of roll my eyes. Not because I think it's bad, but because I think it's incredibly luck-based, at least in current play. And I get so mad.
You either
there's
draw
no
the
strategy
shit you need,
to it.
You draw your
It
shit or you
makes me
don't.
so mad.
And then you flip 1,000 coins
Yeah.
to see if you win.
You flip 1,000 Cincinos or Chinchinos.
Every-
Whatever the frick they're called.
Oh, that's what you meant by coffee rat.
Yeah,
Or
little
whatever
coffee
you
dog.
call it. Coffee dog. But yeah, I'm just like, I enjoy it, but it's incredibly simple in a way that when I win, I feel good, but when I lose, so help me God.
Just like, huh? You drew what you needed, huh? Cool.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
Yeah, I guess I didn't draw what I needed. Damn. I'm just like, in Yu-Gi-Oh, it would be different.
It would be different in Yu-Gi-Oh!
For
For
I'm
sure.
just saying in Yu-Gi-Oh! It would be different, and like I'm not
Yeah.
saying necessarily better, but like maybe.
Oh, it would not be better. Oh. But it would be different.
But it would be different.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh defender. That game's a mess. It's just that Pokemon, at least this app, it's like, okay, you better hope you flip the coin right.
Oh, yeah.
And draw the cards in the correct order. Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh is just like, it's just a race to draw as many cards. You're just trying desperately to draw all the cards you need without overdrawing your deck and get all the cards to where they need to be as fast as possible.